This is Italian football our channel, my friends. Today I wanna make predictions. Match day 33 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Thank you so much. Let's start with Wolfsburg Hoffenheim game off. Wolfsburg is going to be at home. They are going down and down. This Wolfsburg team lost against 3-2 Leipzig at home. They lost against 1-0 Freiburg at home. Wolfsburg team again state draw against Mainz 2-2 in away game. They lost against 4-0 Dortmund in last away game. Hoffenheim is close to relegation zone, but they are playing a little bit better in the last games. They state draw against Gladbach 4-4 in away game. And this Hoffenheim team, my dear friends, 1 versus 2-0 Mainz at home. They lost against 3-2 Dortmund in last match at home. Before Hoffenheim lost against 3-2 Freiburg in away game. Hoffenheim is seeming a little bit closer to victory than Wolfsburg. But my prediction is going to be draw for that game. Draw. Wolfsburg 2, Hoffenheim 2. Second game, Holstein Kiel, Freiburg. Off. Holstein Kiel is going to be at home. Holstein Kiel team 1 versus 4-3 Gladbach in last match at home. This Holstein Kiel team lost against 2-1 Pauli at home before. They 1 versus 3-2 Augsburg in last away game. They are second to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation battle. They will want to finish the season third to last on the point table because the team that finished the season third to last in Bundesliga is going to playing playoffs, my dear friends. And Holstein, this Freiburg team is on the fourth spot. They are playing for the first fourth spot. They won versus 2-1 Gladbach in away game. They won against 1-0 Wolfsburg in last away game. They stayed draw against 2-2 Leverkusen in last match at home. They are at high form. They are playing in amazing way. But Holstein Kiel is going to be so ambitious at home. They are playing in better way as of lately. My dear friends, this game may end up in draw. Draw is possible in that game, but just by 1 goal margin. With their quality, I want to take a chance to Freiburg for victory. Holstein Kiel 1, Freiburg 2 is my prediction for this game. Third game, Bochum, Mainz. Off. Bochum is going to be at home. And this Bochum team is at the bottom of the point table. They are in so bad situation. Bochum team stayed draw against Union Berlin 1-1 at home. Before they lost against 2-1 Augsburg at home. Bochum team lost against Bremen 1-0 in away game, my dear friends. And Mainz got so poor results in away games. They lost against 2-0 Hoffenheim in away game. They lost against 3-0 Bayern Munich in last away game. Mainz stayed draw against Frankfurt 1-1 in last match at home. They couldn't get any victory in Bundesliga for a long time like Bochum. I see Bochum is closer to victory. This is their last chance, but it's so hard after that for Bochum. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction. Bochum 1, Mainz 1. And Werder Bremen, Leipzig. Off. Bremen is going to be at home. Bremen team really is good and quality team. Leipzig is on the 6th spot. They are playing for the first 4th spot. Leipzig is showing us so poor performances in away games. But they stayed draw against 3-3 Bayern Munich in last match at home. This Leipzig team 1 versus 3-2 Wolfsburg in away game. They lost against 4-0 Frankfurt in last away game. Leipzig is so inconsistent team this season. Bremen 1 versus 1-0 Bochum at home. They stayed draw against Pauli 0-0 in last match at home. This Werder Bremen team, my dear friends, stayed draw against 2-2 Union Berlin in last away game. Bremen is so dangerous team. This game may end up in draw. A draw is possible, my dear friends, but just by 1 goal margin. I want to take a chance to Leipzig for victory. Bremen 1, Leipzig 2 is my prediction for this game. Union Berlin, Heidenheim. Off. Union Berlin is going to be at home. Union Berlin got back-to-back draws. They stayed draw against 1-1 Bochum in away game. They remained draw against 0-0 Leverkusen in away game. They stayed draw against 2-2 Bremen in last match at home, my dear friends. And at the same time, before they stayed draw against 4-4 Stuttgart at home. Heidenheim is third to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation struggle. They won versus Stuttgart 1-0 in last away game. And before this Heidenheim team State draw against Bochum 0-0 in last match at home. They lost against 4-0 Bayern Munich at home. They lost against 3-0 Frankfurt in away game before. My dear friends, Union Berlin is seeming a little bit closer to victory, but Heidenheim is going to be so ambitious because of that. Draw is my prediction. Draw. Union Berlin 1, Heidenheim 1. Bayern Munich, Mönchengladbach. Off. Bayern Munich is going to be at home. Bayern Munich 1 versus 3-0 Mainz at home. They state draw against 2-2 Dortmund at home. Bayern Munich team state draw against 3-3 Leipzig in away game. Bayern Munich is the champion of Bundesliga. They scored the most goals, and at the same time they conceded the least goals in Bundesliga. They got just 2 defeats. And this Gladbach is going down and down. They state draw against 4-4 Hoffenheim at home. They lost against 3-2 Dortmund in away game. They lost against 4-3 Holstein Kiel in away game. They got some back-to-back defeats in away games. Bayern Munich will win over against Mönchengladbach. Bayern Munich 3, Gladbach 2 is my prediction for this game. Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund. Leverkusen is going to be at home. Leverkusen is on the 2nd spot. They are so quality team. Dortmund is on the 5th spot. They are playing for the first 4 spot. Dortmund is going on amazing in the recent weeks. They got back-to-back victories. They won versus 3-2 Gladbach at home. They won against 3-2 Hoffenheim in away game. They won against 4-0 Wolfsburg at home. They stayed draw against 2-2 Bayern Munich in away game. My dear friends, Leverkusen is so strong team like Dortmund. Dortmund is seeming a little bit closer to victory, but in my opinion, this game will end up in draw. Draw. Leverkusen 2, Dortmund 2. And Frankfurt, Pauli. Frankfurt is going to be at home. They are playing way more better at home. This Frankfurt team won versus 3-0 Heidenheim at home. They won against 4-0 Leipzig at home. They stayed draw against Mainz 1-1 in last away game. They are on the 3rd spot. Pauli team got so many draws this season. They stayed draw against Werder Bremen 0-0 in last away game. Before they won versus 2-1 Holstein Kiel in away game, but they lost against 1-0 Stuttgart in last match at home. They are so resistant team, but Frankfurt will make the advantage of playing at home. They are better team than Pauli. They will win over against Pauli. Frankfurt 1, Pauli 0 is my prediction for this game. Stuttgart, Augsburg. Off. Stuttgart is going to be at home. This Stuttgart team got back-to-back defeats at home. They lost against 1-0 Heidenheim at home. They lost against 2-1 Bremen at home. They won versus 1-0 Pauli in last away game. They showed us so inconsistent performances this season. Augsburg is going down and down in the recent weeks. They lost against 3-1 Holstein Kiel at home. They lost against 2-0 Leverkusen in last away game. Before they won versus 2-1 Bochum in away game. Stuttgart is seeming closer to victory. But this game may end up in draw, my dear friends. Draw is possible in that game. But I feel in that way, this time Stuttgart will win over against Augsburg, but draw is possible. Stuttgart 2, Augsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this. Match day 33 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may drop your comments down below. Please click on the like button. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!